Hello, you guys. Today conversation is about relationships almost, I want to say. Women, ladies, if you guys have a dude and he plays video games, that's like the number one topic of discussion. Because women feel one way and men feel another way. So men feel like, why not? It's entertainment. It's something to keep them occupied. It'll be one and the same as going out to like a casino, a game room, pool hall, bowling alley. It's one and the same. The only difference is that once you pay that one price, you pretty much done with it. You don't necessarily have to continue to pay for it. Like there's download contents that you can get if you decide that you want to do that if you're playing a video game. But most games you don't have to buy the download content. You can still have fun with it without the download content. But most people would pay the extra little fee. But most people in general, when they go out to hang with their friends, they spend a lot. And they only have that moment, just that moment. If they out for that night or if they out for a few days, they're spending a lot more than the guy would spend on a video game that he's gonna have for a very long time. So even if he do buy download content and play that game, he's gonna have it for a long time. So it's a money saver. So ladies really need to look at it in a good way. Like ladies, the way that ladies look at it is that men are too grown to be playing video games. That's a child's thing. Now I do want to point out that most of those video games, they will say involve adult content. If it was for children, then it would not say that. It wouldn't say it involves adult content, or you wouldn't have to be a certain age in order to be able to play it. So ladies kind of lay off a bit. Like don't give them too much of a hard time, because that same dude could be running the street or going out and spending a lot more money hanging out with his friends versus him buying that video game and actually saving you guys some money. I know this one lady, she told her man, like, oh no, you can't play video games just for kids and stuff like that. Like almost as if, she was ready to leave him if he continued to play. So he was restricted for playing it. Like she was just like, no, you can't play it. Anytime she'll see him on it, she'll get mad at him, like they start this argument, like, and she'll tell him, like, that's for kids. No, it's not. Kids cannot even afford to buy their own video games, most of them, but if they do, they getting a little change from doing their little chores or whatever, but typically the average child don't have no job, they don't have no money coming in, so they can't afford to be out there buying their video games anyways, and them kids don't be wanting to play what's meant for them. What's meant for the kids is, them little Barbie doll games, games that say play on a Wii or something, Barbie this, Barbie that. Those are mostly intended for kids. Or you'll have little action figures. I can see if they was playing with that. They playing with them little action figures. Now you got something to worry about. But for a video game, no. You might want to stop even having that type of mentality. Because, there's guys who prefer to run the street 24/7. Like, that's their type of game for them. Just being out and running the street, hanging with their homeboys or whatever, however they say it, or playing different chicks, going to see this one and that one. But that's what some dudes like to do. So you got to kind of look at the bright side. Like, am I in the bright side or am I in the bad side? Right now, you got the upper hand. You know, embrace the fact that he playing a video game. I mean, he at the house with you. Should get you a remote control and start playing with him or something. You know, that's not a bad thing. Shoot, that'll equal up some bonding time between y'all. Or find a game that you guys both can play. So my suggestion is don't be so harsh. Like, don't even say nothing. If he get on a video game, let him. Start asking a few little questions about it. Just don't ask why he playing, because that's one of the worst things you can do is interrupt a person in the middle of a game. Just watch him play. See how the game works. When the game is over, in free time, talk about it. That way, when holidays come up, birthdays and Christmas and all that stuff like that, you'll know exactly what to go out and buy for him. Make a list. You might not remember. You ain't gonna keep it on the top of your head because you may not be a gamer. Make a list in your phone. That way, whenever it's time for you to go and buy it, you know it. Or if you're not the surprising type, just call them and say, hey, I'm at GameStop, I'm at Walmart, I'm at Target, Best Buy, they have blah, 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 But if they see that you interested in what they're interested, they like that type of stuff, And that's not bad. That's almost like saying, okay, well, you want to have different hair stuff up in your head. That's what little girls do. That's almost like saying that. Everybody can have some type of hair accessories in their hair. It's just whether they choose to or not. That's like saying, having fingernails on, fingernail polish on. That's like saying that's what little girls, because we all know that little girls like to play with fingernail polish and dress up and stuff like that. But that don't make you a little girl. Just like playing video games don't make him a little boy. So don't be so judgmental. Don't be so judgmental. Kind of look at the bright side. Look at the bright side and, embrace it. I actually had to tell this girl one time, because she was just like upset, and she was just like, oh, well, he always playing a video game and stuff, and he don't show me no type of attention and stuff like that. Well, there's ways around that. Catch him before he get on the video game. Tell him, like, okay, later on, I know you about to play the video game, but later on around such and such time, I had a movie planned for us. Tell him in advance. Or tell him the day before. That way, while y'all on the phone and y'all just talking, having a conversation, go ahead and make sure you mention it. Don't just, like, at the spur of the moment, just throw that out there like that. Because, of course, if you occupied with something, you're going to continue to be occupied with that something. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's almost like you started some homework. You deep down into this homework because you got an essay or you got to turn in something at a certain amount of time. And then you'll walk up and say, well, I want to watch a movie. How come you didn't stop yet? How come you didn't do this? How come you didn't do that? It's almost like that. Like, the dude already have plans. He already in tune in it, or that it's like having, I'm going to refer it back to, like, grandmas and stuff like that. They always had, like, the stories on The Young and the Restless and stuff like that. So, when the stories come on, I think one of them was called, I don't know, but I'm going to go with The Young and the Restless. That one's on the top of my head right now. So, whenever stuff like that came on, you can talk. But your grandma ain't hear nothing you just said because she's so in tune just in the midst of these stories. Then when the commercial come on, she be like, what? Huh? You was saying something? She don't know what you just said because her mind was so focused on the stories. That's the same thing for that dude. That don't make your dude bad for being in tune into that video game, and that don't make your grandma a bad person for being in tune into her stories. But once they go off, then grandma back cooking and cleaning and doing everything else. And it's the same thing with that dude. But at the same time, don't belittle a person for something that is mostly an adult content. An adult content item, you should not be telling the person, oh, that's for a child, you're a little boy, oh, you're a child. And please, 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 stop trying to tell a person whether they are a man or not. If you was born a boy, you are 18 and up, you are a man. Everybody gonna have different behaviors, but it doesn't make you a man just because a lady said, okay, well, you're a man. He may not be mature at all, but you still can't make him, you can't take that away from him. You can't make him back a little boy. There ain't no way in the world he gonna go back to being a little boy, whether you want him to be or not. That the fact of the matter is, he is still a man, even if he do not behave as such. Sometimes it does take a little life lessons for, people in general to go through in order for them to learn. And that's what that immature guy may be experiencing. And I'm not referring to him playing a video game. I'm referring to, I know some people may say, okay, well, we had a baby or whatever at 15 years old. I, as the mother, stepped up to the plate. Him, as the father, he still wanted to go hang out with his friends. Sometimes it takes a while for a guy, or especially at that age, to mature. It does, but that don't take away from what they are at that moment. That just means they are a person who has not matured yet. But so for holidays, you guys, you ladies, get out there and go get your dude a video game. And do not tear him down or judge him because he playing it. People play games all the time. People get together and do game night. That don't make them a child. That don't make them not a man. That don't make them immature. The number one thing that women like to do is play cards. So basically, if we gonna be calling people immature and little boys and stuff like that, we might as well say at that moment, she's a little girl because she's playing a game. No. She's not a little girl. He's not a little boy. There's activities for all ages of people, games for all ages of people. It's a whole lot better having that dude, your dude, at home with you, playing his game, than running the street not knowing if something happened to him, if something will happen to him or not, or if he cheating. You don't really catch people like, you don't really catch dudes that's on a video game. I could be wrong. But the dudes who like to play the video games instead of going out gaming, pool and all that stuff like that, you mostly don't have those guys to cheat as much. I could be wrong. But from what I see, family members, people in general that I know, that be the ones who don't really cheat. The ones that really cheat that I have seen, came across, know of, whether it's relative, associates, they be the ones who really getting out, who like to run the street, who like to always go chill with the boys. You know, those be the ones who mostly be the cheaters. But anyhow, that is it for now, you guys. Play some video games.